What is the cost to live in Surrey? What is the cost of living? Is it expensive to live in Surrey? Is Surrey even a nice place to live? That's actually for another video you can check out on our Living in Surrey playlist. Today's video is all about diving deep into the cost of living in the city of Surrey. How expensive is it to live? We're gonna talk about things like real estate prices, the cost to rent in Surrey, the cost of entertainment in Surrey, and even better yet, for those of you with families, how much are you gonna pay for the kids to be in sports in the city of Surrey? Not only that, you're gonna wanna hang around to the end because I'm gonna let you know our #1 pick for the best community for anybody moving to the area that has a family, but I'm also gonna let you know for anybody moving to the area how much you're gonna need monthly to live in the city of Surrey and what it's gonna cost you. If that all sounds good, cue the music, let's get into it. If you're wondering who I am, my name is Darren. I am a realtor with McDonald Realty in Surrey and team leader of the German group. If this is your first time to this channel and you want to know everything there is to know about the city of White Rock, the city of Surrey, or anything to do with BC real estate in general, consider subscribing so you don't miss out on any of the updates we're putting out on a weekly basis about everything you need to know about the market and the areas. People just like you are booking online meetups with us every day who are looking to make their move to either Surrey, White Rock, or any of the surrounding municipalities. And here's the good news, we're here to help you too. Whether you're moving in 9 days, 90 days, or even 9 months from now, use the link to set up an online meetup with me and my team where we can give you all the information you need to help make your move a success and make it the best it could absolutely be. Here's the thing when you're relocating to a new area. You don't want to make a mistake. It's a really big deal to make a move, and not only that, not to mention it's very expensive. Moving is expensive, selling a home is expensive, and moving into a new home is expensive. And this isn't even thinking about the taxes that are involved in doing so. Can you imagine moving to a new area and you get there, you experience the new area for a few weeks, a few months, but you come to absolutely hate the area because of the unknowns, because of the things that you were not prepared for when you got there. Think of the time that went into that. Think of the effort that went into that. Think of the heartbreak that you're gonna experience of going through that entire process only to be disappointed. The sad thing is, in fact, is this is happening to people all the time, relocating to communities without getting the full scoop. You can be a keyboard warrior and type in the city and all the information into Google as much as possible, but you're never gonna get the real story unless you do what you're doing today and getting it from a local resident like myself who is dedicated to helping you learn as much about the city I love and live in as possible. So let's do our best to set you up for success with this video. As I mentioned earlier, I'm gonna jump into real estate prices, rental prices, entertainment prices, and how much it's gonna cost you to put your kids into sports. So let's jump into the first one with real estate prices. For the purposes of comparisons, I'm gonna show you what it cost in not only the city of Surrey, but also the general of the Fraser Valley as a whole in terms of housing prices. But I'm also gonna give you Vancouver prices because I wanna show you where Surrey sits in comparison to areas like that, as well as the rest of the Lower Mainland. Starting with detached homes, well, the benchmark price for a detached home in Surrey at the time of filming this video came in at 1.599 million, whereas in the Fraser Valley, a benchmark price of a detached home was 1.466 million. Lastly, in Vancouver, a detached home came in at $2.507 million. Clearly a staggering difference from the cost of a detached home in Surrey. So we know detached homes in Surrey are clearly more affordable than they are in Vancouver. However, they're a little more expensive than maybe the benchmark average across the entire Fraser Valley, which runs from North Delta all the way to Mission. That's quite far out. So what about townhomes and condominiums? Townhomes in Surrey came in at a benchmark price of $855,000, while the Fraser Valley benchmark was $825,000. Townhomes in Vancouver came in at a whopping $1,295,000. But if you don't need a detached home in Surrey and you don't need a townhome in Surrey, but you're looking for a condo in Surrey, these are what the numbers say. A condominium in Surrey came in at a benchmark price of $540,000, while the Fraser Valley came in at an average benchmark of $539,000, and Vancouver another whopping $790,000. So your money goes a lot further in Surrey, and this is not just true for buying real estate. Let's talk about rental prices. Maybe you're looking at moving to Surrey and you're only able to rent for the time being. When I'm researching my rental information, I use a website called Zumper, and this is what it said. Zumper states the median rent price in Surrey is $2,000, stating that a one-bedroom in Surrey rents out for $1,877, a two-bedroom for $2,448 per month, and a general house comes in at $3,100 per month. Clearly, rent prices have gone up a ton in the last few years, but this is still incredibly better and much more lucrative than what it would cost you to rent in Vancouver, as an example. Here's the Vancouver numbers. The median rental price in Vancouver came in at $2,620. A one-bedroom apartment in Vancouver will cost you roughly $2,640 per month. A two-bedroom apartment will cost you a whopping $4,159 per month. Now, to rent a house in Vancouver, I didn't quite agree with the numbers on Zumper, so this is what the website said that a four-bedroom rental, regardless of whether it was a detached home or not, would cost. That number was $6,643 per month. If you're paying attention at home, that's over double of what it would cost you in the city of Surrey. Let's move over to entertainment now, because you can't just live here and not go and do anything fun. You need to go enjoy yourself. You need to go live your life. And while you may find yourself jumping on the SkyTrain to go explore the other areas that the Lower Mainland has to offer and all the entertainment and stuff to do and nature and all that the other areas in the Lower Mainland have to offer, here's what it's going to cost you in Surrey to do certain activities. A mid-range meal at a mid-range restaurant is going to cost two people approximately $80 to eat. I'm sure you're thinking what I'm thinking as well. If that number included booze, which it probably doesn't, the number would obviously be going up. A fitness club membership comes in at approximately $31 per month. And catching the latest blockbuster at the movie theater can cost you anywhere between $12 to $20 per ticket, depending on which theater you go to. Now, you also have to get around to get there. So if you're jumping into your car to access any of the entertainment options anywhere, you're going to pay anywhere, at the time of filming this anyways, between $1.70 to $2 per liter to fill up your car with gas. If you're somebody that's watching that works in gallons, that's going to be anywhere from about $6.42 per gallon to a high of $7.56 per gallon. What can I say? Gas is kind of expensive in the Lower Mainland. Just what it is. The final set of numbers that I want to give you before letting you in on the #1 community for families, as well as what it's going to cost you on average monthly just to live in the city of Surrey, is what it's going to cost to put your kids into sports in the local sports programs. For this purpose, we will cover probably the top 3 bigger sports in the city of Surrey. And to keep it consistent, we're going to use the age of a 6-year-old. Just to let you know, as the age tends to go up in sports programs, well, so does the price. But this will help keep it consistent for the purposes of this video. Getting your kids into the hockey program with the Surrey Thunder Minor Hockey League is going to cost you, for a 6-year-old kid, is about $740 for the season. If soccer is more of your family's thing, honestly, it was really difficult to get the numbers out of Surrey United. They're kind of buried unless you actually register your child to play there. Now, my kids have played soccer, but they play with the White Rock Club. So I'm going to give you the White Rock numbers, which are likely comparable, and then let you know a little fact about the Surrey Club. White Rock United is going to cost you roughly $175 per season for a 6-year-old. Here's the cool thing about the Surrey Club, though. If you have a bigger family and you already have 2 kids playing at Surrey United, your third kid is actually going to get 50% off the registration fees, which is pretty cool. If you don't have 3 kids and you want the savings, you just have to have more kids. And lastly, for any budding baseball star in your family, you're going to pay about $100 for a 6-year-old to play in the Surrey Baseball Club's programs. Now you are fully up to date on what it's really going to cost you to live in the city of Surrey and whether the city of Surrey is expensive. I want to touch on groceries before I leave you with my final thoughts, because you're going to want to know this as well. When it comes to groceries, when it comes to really anything commercial as well, I want to let you know that the city of Surrey tends to be cheaper than other areas areas of the Lower Mainland as well. And here's the reason why. Imagine Vancouver, where commercial property rents are incredibly high. The tenants pay lots and lots of rent to be in the premier areas of Vancouver. Well, of course, Surrey is less expensive for groceries and some of this retail and stuff like that because the rents aren't as expensive. So they don't have to pass that extra cost along to the people that they are serving or selling to. You're generally going to pay less money for groceries in Surrey than you will in other areas of the Lower Mainland, which is pretty cool. So now that you know how expensive Surrey is, what the cost of living in Surrey is, the number one community that I think is the absolute best for anybody relocating to the area that has a young family has got to be the suburb of Cloverdale. I'm not going to jump into the suburb of Cloverdale quite just yet, but if you are following the playlist on our channel that is dedicated to living in the city of Surrey, you're going to see a video coming out on everything you need to know about Cloverdale, as well as the top 5 reasons I think it is the absolute best for young families in the very short future. And the reason I know this is because I just filmed it earlier today. There was one more number I had promised you, and just before I give it to you, I want to know this from you watching. If you're someone that lives in the city of Surrey, watching this video, what do you think about the affordability in the city of Surrey compared to other areas of the Lower Mainland? Do you find it expensive? What is your cost of living for the neighborhood? Leave a comment below and let the good people watching this video who are really trying to educate themselves about whether they should relocate here, how you feel about how expensive living in this area is. And of course, if you're someone watching this video and you have a question that is specific about living or moving to the city of Surrey, leave a comment below as well, and the people from our community that watch these videos will help answer your questions so you get everything you need before you relocate to the area. So what does it cost per month to live out this way? Well, you've already got the real estate prices. You can figure out your mortgage payments. You've already got the average rental prices. So what are you going to spend each month just to really live out this way? It is estimated through research on various websites that you're roughly going to need, on top of your rent or your mortgage payments, approximately $1,500 per person to live in the city of Surrey each month. Hey, look, if you got great value out of this video, which I'm pretty sure you did, please give it a like, a thumbs up, so it helps the YouTube algorithm find other people just like you, find this information so they can make better decisions about their next move, whether it is to the city of Surrey or elsewhere. Thanks for watching, thanks for subscribing, and we'll definitely look forward to seeing you on the next video. Cheers.